gang.
What's really sad? Me sitting here for 30 some odd minutes with no music because my phone is dead. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a 2 looks 1 palette video where I feature this look, which was the second look, as well as a more natural look. And today's palette that we're using, as you guys may have seen by the title by now, we're using the Saharan palette by Juvia's Place. And this is what this baby looks like, and you're gonna see how I created both looks, 2 completely different looks for whatever occasion. And I tried to use as many colors in the palette. As you can see, this green has been tortured. But if you guys would like to see my thoughts on a palette and see how I created this look as well as a more natural look, just keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and we're gonna go ahead and get right into the video. Okay, as you guys have already seen by the intro, we are doing the 2 looks in 1. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the first look, which is going to be the more natural look. First color we're going to grab is Katina. Now we're going to go into the color Sokoto. Now we're going to go into the color Juvia on the same brush. Now we're going to go into the color Sokoto and put it on the inner and outer corners. Now we're just going to go back in with first Juvia, then Katina, and work that out in the crease. And we're just really working on getting this halo nice and blended. Now we're just going to go into the other eye, and we'll be right back. So we just went ahead and carved out the center of our lids with some concealer. And now we're going to go into the color Wadabi and put that right on top. Now we're just going to go into the color Sokoto and blend those edges out. Now we're just going to go ahead and go into Sokoto and Juvia, finish up the lower lash line, and we'll be right back with the finished look. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. Lashes on. These are the Elie Laurent number 143 lashes, and for my lips I used the Tarte's lip paint in the color Salty, and I topped it off with the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer in the number 64 Unreal, and a little bit of the MAC times Taraji lip glass. And this is the finished look, you guys. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into the second look. Alright, Now we're just going to go into the second look, and I just decided to throw on a choker and let my hair down. We're just going to pick up the colors Juvia and Sokoto, and we're going to use those as our crease colors. We're going to take this flat brush. It's also a little fluffy for blending. We're going to go into chat and put it all across our lid and the outer V. And be very careful because this is a black, so you don't want black all over your face, especially if you're like me and you did your base first. And then you're going to get something like this, which looks super messy, and you're just like, where am I going with this? Now you're just going to take your time blending those two colors together by going back and forth between your first blending brush and this brush with the black. Now we're going to flip it to the other side, and we're going to go into that color Kia and put it right on top of that black. And we're going to spray it with some Fix Plus. What? Then we're going to spray it with our Smashbox Primer Water. We're going to lay it right on top of that black. And you do have to be careful with this color because you will get a lot of fallout. See how that makes that pop? See what I mean? Like a lot.
Okay, I think I got into my eye.
And that's how this eye is looking like. We're going to go ahead and do the other eye and be right back to finish up the lower lash line. Now I'm back to do the lower lash line. The first color I'm going to grab is the color Chad, which is the black color. I'm going to take it on an M508 brush, which is this little flat brush. Now we're going to go into the color Juvia and run that underneath it to smoke it out and blend it out a little bit. For the inner corner, we're going to take the color Iman and Zoya, as well as the brow bone. Now these are the eyes done. We're just going to apply bottom lash mascara and finish up our face, and we'll be right back for the finished look and some thoughts on the palette. And this is the finished look, you guys. Look, I'm not really feeling the lip like that. I'm not a Barbie pink type of lip girl, but I tried something different, and I honestly tried like 3 different lips before I just was like, all right, we gonna settle with this, because my intuition was to go for a nude, like a concealer nude, and let the eyes pop a little bit. But I was like, let me do something different, and every color I tried I was just not feeling. But beyond that, this is how the eyes are looking. And that is the finished look. Don't mind my eyes, I probably look bloodshot red right now. I am super tired, and I probably got a freak ton of eyeshadow in it right now. So what are my thoughts on the Juvia's Place Saharan palette? With this palette and the Saharan 2 palette, and they were having a 50% off sale for Christmas. It took forever to get to me, but it was worth it because I still got it 50% off. So and I am going to do a video on this palette, a two-in-one look or a 3-in-1 look on this palette later. I have played with it though. But since this was my first time actually playing with this, what is my overall opinion on this palette? I would say this palette is pretty good, but the shimmers in this palette kind of lack for me. They kind of lack for me. And the shimmer that I was actually most excited for when I was eyeing this palette for a while was this shimmer right here. And that exact shimmer disappointed me. What you guys don't know is when I applied that shadow, I had so much fallout on my face. I had to completely take out my whole under eye and my nose because it was fallout everywhere. And it's a deep teal color. There's some fallout I can take out, but not that fallout. It wouldn't be that bad if I just did my eyes first, but I did my base first. I usually don't, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna test this out instead of, you know, having to do my eyes first and then go and do my whole face again. It's easier to just wipe off my eyes and do it like that. The first look gave me no problem. I had no fallout with Katsina, Jamila, Sokoto. I had no fallout with Chad, which Chad is a very dark color, and I put it underneath the base, so I was shocked. I was actually more worried about Chad than this color, but this color had so much fallout. So minus that one color that had a bunch of fallout, and as you can see, like, I even sprayed my brush and I tried to pat it on with my finger. It was just still fallout central for me. But other than that one shade that had a whole bunch of fallout, I think this is a pretty good palette. I think it is totally worth it, and I think you guys can also, you should pick it up and you could use the discount codes that Juvia's Place. I know Nikki Tutorials has one. Whenever I buy something from her, I always use her discount code because she's like the only beauty YouTuber that I actually watch that has a discount code, which shocks me because I'm just like, dang. Or there must be more people out there and I just don't know about them, but as far as the people that I watch, she's the only person that has a discount code. And hey, if she makes commission, I get a deal out of it, I constantly use her code. Other than me, when I bought this during Christmas and I used the 50% off sale, when I usually buy from Juvia's Place, like I recently picked up the Deuce palette. You can't even see it because the background is white. See it right there. I recently picked up the Deuce palette. I used her discount code, which is Nikki and IKKIE, and I used her discount code to give me 10% off because that's 10% off. That's $2.50 off. So it can't hurt me to save a couple of coins, okay? Like, but back to what we were talking about, the Saharan palette. I do think the Saharan palette is a good palette. The colors are good. This black is super pigmented. This is a good black. This right here is a good black. So if you want a good black out of the palette and you don't want to buy single shadows and all the other black you've been using, it just haven't been lit, try this black out and you can thank me later. You can thank me later. But this palette for me is a good palette, and I think it is worth the $25. If you buy it for the $25, I think it's worth the discount price if you buy it for the discount price. These palettes are good quality palettes. They run pretty cheap, around the same price as Morphe palettes, but way better quality. And if you've been watching my channel, you know that I live and die and breathe for that Magic palette. And ever since I bought that Magic palette, my Juvia's Place collection has grown. Like, my Juvia's Place collection has grown. I have every single palette, even the blush palettes, except the original Nubian palette, which I just thought I don't need because it's just another neutral palette, even though that would complete my collection. And I'm totally, you best believe it, I'm going to get that festival palette that comes out in February. Oh yeah, I'm getting that one too. So as you can see,
I have the original Saharan palette that looks like this. I have the Saharan 2, looks like this. I have the recently released Deuce palette that looks like this. I have the Zulu palette that looks like this. The Nubian 2, like this. I have the Masquerade palette that looks like this. And I have the Magic palette, which was my first palette from them. That looks like this.
so yes, I do have a growing collection of Juvia's Place palettes that I'm going to review. I do have a review coming up for the Deuce palette, the Saharan 2, and the Festival palette when it does come out. I am going to do it in this type of format with the 2-in-1 or 3-in-1 looks. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial and my thoughts on the Saharan palette. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.